opened my world and made the stars align. Now I can see the signs. You pick me up when I get down so I can shine. Shine like rainbows. Shine like rainbows. Shine like rainbows. Shine like rainbows. Friends, you are in my life, and you can count on me to be there by your side. And when the music comes alive, we sing our songs to lift us up so we can shine.
Hey ladies and gentlemen, Richard Kenobi here, and I'm back again for my review for MLP Equestria Girls The Friendship Games. I've been looking forward to this, as we all have, for quite some time, and finally it hit. I just got done watching the US premiere, and it was amazing. Really, truly amazing. Now this may be the last one. We don't know if we'll get a fourth one, but if this is the last one, they went out with a bang. It was really, really good. I can't wait to pick up the Blu-ray for this. So, anyways, so yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, warning, if you have not seen the movie, and if you are watching this, this will be a non-spoiler. I will not be covering spoilers. I want to make sure everybody watches the movie, but unfortunately, I will not be releasing a separate video, but I will talk about I will talk about what I thought about the things that may be spoiled. I'm not going to spoil them, but I'm going to talk about the things that may be considered spoilers when you watch the film. So, there's that. And, yeah, with all that said, let's get this started. So I've been looking forward to this, again, for quite some time, and as you can see, I read it up. Yes, I watched it like this. I even had a marathon of my own. Even though Discovery Family Network had another marathon, I watched the first Equestria Girls on TV, and then I watched this on Blu-ray because I couldn't find my first Blu-ray of Equestria Girls, and then I watched this. So this film was amazing, truly amazing. You know, they did amazing. Now, before you ask, is this film better than Rainbow Rocks? It's just as great as Rainbow Rocks. It's not better, it's not worse, it's just awesome. You know, because I like to think that Rainbow Rocks was the one movie that surprised us all. The first film, it just was a decent one. It was a 6 out of 10 at most. Now, even though some people loved it a little bit more than us, but Rainbow Rocks truly was better. It improved a lot. You know, the writing, the fourth season writing really touched its influence on here, and this film had pretty much the fifth season writing all over it. It was really great, you know, really great. So I would say it's on Rainbow Rocks' level. So these two are really, really better than the first one. But hey, the first one is still a good flick. But anyway, so what I'm going to I'm going to be pretty much recapping what happened, and then I'll talk about it, and then that's it. So of course, let's get started. So of course, you know, the film picks up right where the last one left off, as we all know, and we see that everything's going fine. Canterlot and Shadowboats are getting ready for the friendship games, and of course, you know, Sunset Shimmer is writing to Twilight for advice, you know, telling her how everything's been great, and then, you know, how, you know, the friendship games are about to begin. So then we see, you know, everyone's, you know, pretty much saying we're gonna lose again, and then we see that, you know, Rainbow Dash sends out a text to all of them saying she broke a guitar string, you know, and then we see that Twilight, their Twilight, not Equestria Twilight, you know, she's trying to figure out the anomaly, and of course, you know, she almost does get caught, but Sunset doesn't recognize her, so of course that's where the title starts. So of course, you know, Rainbow Dash is giving a motivational singing speech to all the students who are going to be participating, even Flash Century, and Derpy! Yes, Derpy's competing, that's really good, I like that. You know, It was really good. You know, the songs are just as they're just as good, but I still like Rainbow Rocks better. But that's beside the point. So anyway, I'm gonna take my hat off. So anyway, pretty much after that, you know, that's when it begins. You know, we see what's going on in Shadowbolt. We see that Twilight is just, you know, she's misunderstood sometimes, you know. She's shy, she has no confidence when she's around people, but when she's by herself, you know, she is trying to figure out what this magic is. She's trying to understand it. And of course, her only companion is Spike, you know, and we actually get a cameo. I don't think this is spoiling anything, because we all knew it was going to happen at some point. We actually get a cameo by Cadence. Well, not a cameo, because she's in the movie, but Cadence is the dean of the school. And then we see, you know, Twilight goes to the principal's, who's this, you know, you all know, she has this British personality where, you know, she's this evil British woman, you know, who wants to win, you know, because Shadowbolts have always beaten the Wonder Cults, and it sucks, you know. And, of course, you know, if Twilight has to compete, because if she doesn't, she can't get into this school she wants to get into where she can continue her research by herself. Even though, earlier, you know, Cadence doesn't think that's a good idea because she wants her to have friends, but Twilight says, I want to be by myself, so, okay. So, of course, you know, Twilight has to compete in it because her future depends on it. So, of course, you know, everybody's getting ready. They go to Canterlot High, and, you know, they set up, you know, because they're staying there, too. So, of course, you know, when everyone sees Twilight, they're going crazy, you know, because they say, hi, Twilight, good to see you again, Twilight, you know, because they think she's the Equestria Twilight. And she even bumps into Flash, you know. So of course there's that, but then when the main six see her, they can, you know, they still think that's Twilight, but then they figure out that that's not their Twilight. That's this world's Twilight, you know, and she goes to the other school, and she's going to be competing against them. And the stakes are really high in this one. I don't know why, but the stakes were just high, because all throughout the movie, this has been teased that it's mainly, you know, Sunset Shimmer versus this Twilight, and you know, the stakes are really high. Even the opening says it, you know, so this is sort of, you know, like a battle. You know, this is a battle. I'm not going to reference the battle theme. Well, I just did. So anyway, so that's when the games begin. You know, even though the Sunset Shimmer is trying to figure out what's going on with the magic. And, you know, Celestia says, do you think you can handle it? And, of course, she says she can't, but she's feeling pressured, you know. So, anyway, so, of course, the games begin. And, you know, and before that, they actually have this party. But over the course of this, Twilight has this little charm or device that can actually suck the magic out of, you know, the main six, and that's bad. And I won't talk about where that leads to later, because that's where the ending is really the best. But anyway, so yes, so the games begin, and the first is a chemistry decathlon. You know, they have to make birdhouses, they have to do potions, they have to make cakes, you know, they have to solve math equations, and it's just epic as hell, you know, really good stuff here. And of course, you know, the Shadowbolts win, even though Canterlot came close, but they're happy that they came close. Then the second half begins, and this time it's an outside course event. You know, there's events like skating, dirt biking, archery, and running, and of course, you know, this is where shit really gets good and stuff gets out of control. You know, where Twilight starts to lose control of the amulet. But again, I won't tell you where that fits into the ending. But anyway, you know, so everything is going good for Canterlot. So Canterlot wins, even though there was a little bit of problems, you know, with that. So it all comes down to a tie. And of course, you know, we get to the ending. Now, I won't even dare tell you what happens. I'm not even going to say anything about the ending. But what I will say is that this movie, honest to God, was great. I loved it. You know, the acting was great, the writing was great, you know, the comedy was funny, but not that funny, you know. But I think the one thing, there was a little bit more drama and depth into this movie, you know, and the stakes were literally high as they've ever been, you know. And you really grow to feel bad and sad for this world's Twilight, you know. You think she's just a genius, you know. She's different from her Equestria counterpart, but no, she really is different. She's not the same. She's not even smart. She's just as smart as her, but it's just not the same. So yes, you know, so you really get to feel bad for her and the choices, you know, and the fact that people, you know, just don't even people don't even think she matters. I'm sorry. So yeah, you know, but I loved everybody in this movie. Everyone was great. The main six were amazing as always. Twilight was good. The principal, you know, you really hate her, you know. You really, really hate her, you know. And you feel bad for Twilight that she has to, you know, do this for her future, you know. So, and, you know, again, you know, I can't even begin to tell you guys how great this movie was. Really solid. I really did love it. You know, from beginning to end, I loved it. And I will say, guys, if you guys have not seen this movie, go watch it. It is a must-watch. By all means, it is a must-watch. And I could not recommend it high enough. And I will be getting it on Blu-ray. So, yeah, guys, overall, Friendship Games, if this is the last of the Equestria Girls, then it went out with a bang. You know, really good. I'm so happy. And if you think this is going to be just like the first Equestria Girls, you're wrong. It had stakes. This was a fucking battle, and it was a damn good battle. So, overall, I would give Equestria Girls, the Friendship Games, a solid 9.9 out of 10. Really, really good stuff. Just because I'm not giving it a 10 does not mean there was something I didn't like. I feel that's the score people would give Rainbow Rocks. You know, some people would give it a 10. But, you know, hey, I'll give Friendship Games a 10 out of 10. You know, just for you guys, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. So, yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until then, my fellow bronies and Pegasisters, this is Richard Kenobi saying, may the Force be with you, and always be 20% cooler.